Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
Welcome back to Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman. No. Welcome back to We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she goes by a different identity every week. It is.
I don't need no introduction. They know who I am.
Okay, Joker's daughter.
They should watch the YouTube.
And see her profile picture. It's Lilith Hellfire, at least in this country. All right, kids. So, yes, we're going to do another week of, well, kind of sort of the Joker's daughter. Well, Duela Dent from this time Detective Comics 482 and 483. Which, yeah, reading these, I was reminded that this is the era where I guess, this is the era where Detective Comics wasn't doing well in the sales department, so they kind of combined it with Batman Family.
Yeah.
Which we covered last week.
Don't worry, Jim Starlin's got us. He ain't gonna let us down. He'll make it through. He'll make it through this little rough patch.
Can you imagine there was a time when Action Comics way outsold Detective Comics?
You know, honestly, I miss those days. DC would be better for it if they respected Superman a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's the curse of not respecting Superman. That's been the downfall of DC. Casual Friday Superman, man.
And the Snyderverse. Fight me, nerds.
Well, that kind of led into the Snyderverse.
Well, so. True. Again, it was New 52. I mean, once again, who got hurt more than Superman in New 52?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Besides Batman Incorporated up in the chat.
I know. But I'm just saying they didn't change a lot with Batman, but with Superman, I mean, we took 2 steps back once again. You know, they got rid of the marriage for a while.
That's generous.
Well, at least 2. Yeah, there was way more, but it's like they got rid of the marriage for a while, and then, Superman, the most indestructible superhero, needs armor. Yes.
It's like it's the 90s, babe. You missed the wave.
I know.
I mean, there are Supermen with armor. I mean, if you want to go that route, we don't need actual Superman to have armor.
Exactly. I think half the characters in New 52 had armor.
Yeah, it's like they were stuck in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which,
well, this is way before the 90s.
Yeah, I know. Stuck in the 70s.
I know, late 70s.
Still recovering from Batman 66. Allegedly, that was the excuse.
I mean, this was kind of the era. The 70s. Denny was bringing us out of the whole 66 era. And,
yeah.
See, I don't know if it was the golden age of Batman, but it was kind of like we had gotten past the 60s stuff, and we were a few years before Frank Miller. So
we had a little breathing room, yeah, where things were all right. Looking up.
Batman was just he wasn't a goofball anymore. We were actually playing him as a normal superhero. A couple years before we would get to
your mother's a whore.
I said the magic word. I said Frank Miller. Say, kids. It's
just like, haha.
See, kids, it's not going anywhere.
Your mother's a whore.
And if you don't like it,
Our whole family can suck it.
all right. So did we want to do every story in both of these, or?
No, not at all.
Thank
sir.
you. 'Cause I'm sorry, but
It's Friday night. I'm not a masochist. Let's just relevancy. Whatever's relevant, cover it.
I'm sorry, but that Batgirl story for the first one, I'm just like, ooh.
Cino Superman, sure.
Aha, stereotypes. Some of these
Exactly.
stereotypes of the Chinese. And Barbara's brother Anthony. I'm like, Anthony, where did that come from?
You meant Jim Gordon Jr. and Barbara Gordon Jr. That's what you meant.
Before those parents became egomaniacs. Oh,
Barbara, I thought you said Martha.
Why'd you say that name? And can first world
or
Phil
in the case of the Flashverse, Nora.
Or
Sarah.
Oh, we're gonna get there, kids. Check out, and there's a new episode of Unlimited Justice coming.
The last episode ever.
That you'll be on.
Exactly.
What do you think Will and I are doing in September? All right. But can First World Phil tell you his problems? I walked in the comic shop this week. I don't know if there's an accident or what, but none of the Marvel books came in.
Yeah.
That's the guy. When are they
on the bridge up?
I asked my guy, when are they coming in? I don't know. Oh, are they gonna be here next week? I don't know. I'm like, really? Don't make me take my business elsewhere.
Marvel can't seem to get it together.
I don't know, man.
That's why DC puts it out a day early. They
I
get it
know.
on Monday.
It was DC.
It was DC. Yeah, they blew up the bridges, bro.
They blew up the bridges. They cause all these traffic accidents on Wednesday and be like, see, we got our books there on time.
What if it was what if your guy wasn't the only guy that had that issue? Like, it's a big conspiracy by DC.
It's down the dirty
and their delivery service, whoever they use. Like, oh, Marvel, you can't get your books in on time, huh?
Hey, I think they're sabotaging because did you see the well, I guess Marvel must have reacquired the rights to like ROM Space Knight and Micronauts because they're putting out collections of those next year of all the old stuff.
Yeah.
So now the big speculation is, are they going to get, because they are both Hasbro, they're like, are they going to get Transformers and G.I. Joe back?
They probably want to, Disney's already in a mess with the stockholders, and Hasbro has some issues. I don't know if we're just going to quite reestablish that relationship yet. I
mean, don't you think it would help them? They bring in these big franchises that aren't straight up superheroes, kind of diversify the brand. What, Transformers?
Aren't they technically kind of? I mean, no, I forget the exact thing that they fall into. It's not, but it is kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not straight up tights and capes and stuff, Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice, but I don't want Hasbro doesn't deserve the money. So.
I'm just waiting for that announcement, and DC's like, oh, come on.
It's like, well, I guess DC, it's time for you to reacquire the rights to He-Man, eh?
Yeah.
Been waiting, man.
Get away from Kevin Smith.
Well, I just mean the comic books.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the move.
Actually put out a decent live-action He-Man movie. Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of competition. There was one.
Why do I feel they'd still fuck it up? It's Friday. Get used to it.
Oh, my.
Our whole family can suck
Happy Father's Day.
Whoa, what? I think you just swore more than you swore on our last Patreon.
I'm pretty sure. Don't you worry, though. When we're talking Thor, In Captain America, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
be
sure.
a
I
drunk,
know you will. Yeah.
swearing sailor.
I was gonna say, well, no, wait a minute.
Look
She's
at the
more.
titties on that one.
Whoa! I was gonna say, no. You swore more there. Yes, kids, go pay for the Patreon and find out.
Maybe, I don't know. That's pretty.
Shh, money. Shh. Yes, go pay. She was swearing like a sailor.
No, go see Phil's face drop when the reveal happens.
Oh no, I like this. What? This not torture? I think she lied, kids, just so and didn't get the satisfaction of torturing her.
Yeah, if
All
you're not subscribed to the Patreon, though, it was funny. The first, it's worth it for, the first 15 minutes at least. Alone.
Really? All right. So the first one, Detective Comics 482, March 1979. So we're gonna do the Batman story.
Yeah, that's fine.
Batman, Night of the Body Snatcher.
Ugh. Yikes.
Writer and penciler Jim Starlin. Inker P. Craig Russell.
Jim Starlin. Get it right.
Starlin.
Mm-hmm.
I said Starlin, didn't I?
I know. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Colorist Tatjana Wood. Letterer Karen Kish.
Wait,
and
what? Touch on the wood. Perfect.
Wow.
Did I have another new alias now? Touch on Wood McWeedy Puckett? It's just getting longer and longer.
Hey, Kelly Puckett, go touch that one. Oh no, what about that? Was that a Marvel editor, Stephen Wacker?
Yeah. Nothing's better than Danny Fingeroff, though. Don't get fingered. That is chef's kiss.
Oh my! I was like, that's how I live my life. Oh. Gentlemen, trim your nails. All right. Editors Paul Levitz, Julia Schwartz, and Al Milgram. Ooh.
Schwartz and Milgram. What a waste of butter they were on this one.
And Paul Levitz.
They're just doing like the best they can. They're all in the bullpen smoking cigars. Sad faces.
Smoked a doobie.
We really should have put it in on the big blue Boy Scout, shouldn't we, boys? Meanwhile, they're like, at least we still got Green Arrow.
Batman recovers his consciousness only to find out that he has been overpowered by the white ape body of Xavier Simon, whose ultimate plan is to transfer his mind into Batman's body.
More like his wallet.
Exactly. I love it. It's like, I'm transferring all my worldly possessions to Bruce Wayne so I could have it all. Yeah, Kristen and I were commenting the other night about how DC has so many like villainous monkey types.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait a minute, isn't this the Ultra Humanite? White gorilla? No? Okay.
No,
Moving
it's
along.
the other one. Sorry, bud.
It's not Grodd. It's not Grodd. It's not
yeah.
It's not Mashur Mala. It's not Titano. No.
But think about it. Planet of the Apes, their original saga has how many movies? So that was like a thing they were worried about. It seemed like.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
This is the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like.
Simon prepares his machines before the procedure, giving Batman enough time to break free from the operating table. Pure willpower.
Too
slow. If anyone has
he's like, I'm gonna set the place on fire. I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Exactly. The Dark Knight then attacks the ape Simon, but the struggle causes the entire laboratory to catch on fire. The human body of Xavier Simon is consumed by the flames, and without his machines to revert the process, Simon is trapped in the ape's body. I know. It's like,
this
is
kind
it
of
murder?
bleak, bro. This is kind of dark, man.
Yeah. Is it murder? If I snuff a body with no consciousness in it?
Oh, that's a slippery slope, isn't it, my friend?
I know, but he traps him in an ape body. As Batman jumps off the building on fire, but he is closely followed by the ape Simon. Landing on a nearby rooftop, Batman and Simon fight on a very uneven match, where Batman tries his best to get the upper hand, but the ape is far too strong and resistant to be defeated. So yes, this time the monkey spanked Batman.
And he liked it.
Oh my! With his energy.
Fetish.
With his energy completely depleted and his suit torn to pieces, Batman is picked up by the ape, who plans to drop Batman from the top of the building to the street below. At that moment, a security guard that was alerted by the fire in the next building gets to the rooftop and shoots at the ape, seriously injuring him and allowing Batman.
F in the chat for Harambe, man. F in the chat for Harambe.
Oh my. The late Ape Simon drops to his death, and the case of the brutal murders is closed.
Well, that was a nice, neat little bow, wasn't it? They don't make them like this anymore for a reason.
I know. Xavier Simon is buried at the Gotham Cemetery, and Batman requests for the ape's body to be buried next to Simon. Commissioner Gordon grants Batman his wish, but when he asks for an explanation, Batman refuses to give any, claiming that maybe someday Gordon will learn the truth. But Gordon replies that when that happens, he might not believe a word. Why wouldn't you just tell? Well, I guess maybe because the dude transferred all his worldly possessions to Bruce Wayne, but it's like, why wouldn't you just tell Gordon what happened?
Exactly. Well,
just like,
he's just on a need to know basis right now. You know, they're not booed up just yet. They still have a little bit of tension, unresolved issues at this point.
I mean, give him your version of the truth. Be like, oh yeah, he was going to transfer his mind into Bruce Wayne's body, but don't tell him Bruce Wayne is Batman. Just be like, oh yeah, he was going to body jack this rich guy. Okay.
Yikes.
But yes, we'll skip by, like I said, that Batgirl story. Yeah, we don't need to cover that. A quick death in China. Sounds like something off your hard drive.
Will neither confirm nor deny.
I don't know about you, but I'm not even too interested in that demon story.
Yeah, we can skip that too.
I was like, okay, Batman, okay, Batgirl, that makes sense. Robin, that makes I'm like Etrigan. Well, I'm like, what? Why is this in here?
Well, you have to remember that Marvel did kind of have a grip on those House of Mystery horror type things too. Back in the day, no matter how hard DC tried, they still had the upper hand on them on that. So I think that was kind of their turn at that. And plus, Batman is like the creepy gothic, hero.
Yeah.
I mean, you can fan wink it any way you want to make it fit,
So.
Hey-o.
So like the new Batman Brave and the Bold, eh?
Exactly.
Which I was telling Kristen,
and that's more of a cash grab than Spider-Man or Marvel team up will ever be, to be quite frank.
Well, the current Batman Brave and the Bold, I'm like, it's Batman Urban Legends by another name.
No, yeah, really. It's like, why'd you even cancel that if this is what you were going to do?
Because they wanted to put out a new #1 Lilith.
Oh, that's the answer for everything, isn't it? Silly me.
And I'm like,
late-stage capitalism is great, kids.
And there was this, and I love Superman, but there was a Superman story in #1. I'm like, why is this here? I'm like, why don't we do a Superman anthology book?
Well, because it won't sell, unfortunately.
We got enough Superman characters now.
I need another Lois Lane book, to be quite frank, and a Jimmy Olsen book.
Do an anthology.
And his son. Literally. And whatever happened to Steel and...
We got 2 Superboys running around.
Superman with a mullet. Give Phil what he wants. Superman with a mullet.
I mean, we're pretty close this week. Action Comics had Cyborg Superman return. So.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, oh, okay. We're getting the whole family back together. They're up to something.
Pretty much. Next week, the Power Girl special comes out next week.
I know. My wrist is not ready.
I was gonna say, how many variants is Lil Hellfire gonna get?
There's variants?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I would hope so, but
please, Power Girl, please.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Their bustiest character. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna do variants.
Maybe they'll make it in 3D.
What?
I mean triple D.
3D, triple D. Don't steal that internet. All right.
So I'm sure somebody already came up with it.
Probably. That way Lilith can wallpaper her office.
I'm only seeing the Art Germ version, but I'm sure there's more.
I'm pretty sure there is. I don't know. Can we skip the Batmite story?
What? You want to skip Batmite?
No,
Oh, Philip.
we can't. No, we can do it.
No, that's okay. We can skip it.
Where's he torturing Al Milgram?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, here's what we're here for. Robin, the League of Crime. The head of the secret criminal organization Maze is informed about their latest efforts and how they have been thwarted by Robin. Their first caper was the stealing of helium from a flying balloon. The mission was left in the hands of their new recruit, the Raven, but the mission failed when Robin showed up in his whirly bat and stopped the Raven, although he failed to capture him. Their second mission was placed in charge of the Card Queen, a fake hero that worked for them and always allowed one criminal to get away to justify the disappearance of the stolen goods, which she had been taking all along. Keep around her, kids. On a certain day, the Card Queen put on a scene with other crooks to pretend
Hold
she
on,
was.
wait. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, the art germ cover's the only one worth having.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's only 3 covers, A, B, and C.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry. Back
I
to our normally
I
scheduled.
thought, look, okay. I thought there was more than 3, but okay. Oh, man. The car, pretending that she was stopping them, but Robin showed up to assist her. When she deliberately allowed one of her accomplices to escape, Robin became suspicious and noted that the Card Queen has been stealing the loot. The female villain was able to escape thanks to a smoke gun, but her career was ended now that the authorities have learned the truth. After listening about these failures, the leader of Maze decides to get the full organization involved in order to stop Robin once and for all.
Okay.
Ah,
It's different when it's not in the Bat Family book. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird being here. It's shorter. You know,
yeah.
doesn't have enough room to breathe and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's basically just, I don't know, just, haha.
Well, that's why it's 48 pages. It's got a backup story for Fire and Ice.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Power Girl thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Oh, yeah, because I think I think that's like a setup for. I think they are doing a Fire and Ice mini.
Yeah, they're saying that's going to be a spinoff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's. I think it's gonna be like that Paris Hilton show. I think that did it say they're gonna be in Smallville or something?
Yeah, I think I heard that. Oh, they have one that has a special foil format. That's the one that I'm going to get then.
What the Power Girl or
The Power Girl, yeah.
oh
So
yeah,
technically 4.
they need to do an embossed cover.
3D holographic what is that? Lenticular? Yeah, a
Yeah.
lenticular cover.
Everything that makes it look more 3D. Yes.
I miss lenticular covers, man.
Me too.
Yeah,
That's
the 90s were good.
That's what I
it blew
said.
up the whole industry, but man, it was fun while it lasted.
We used to have all these gimmick covers. Now it's just variants, you know.
Yeah, it's like, no. I want to feel the texture, if you get my drift here.
Hey, oh.
They're like, the nipples were embossed? What?
Oh yeah, we got
Cold, hard,
subtle,
wet nipples?
I was gonna say we got subtle nipplage back in the day. Yeah. That's why I couldn't find cold, wet, hard nipples on the wrong page.
Put that down for whenever we do Salty and Petty. We'll talk about Power Girl.
Oh, really?
It comes out next week, so yeah, whenever we do the Salty and Petty that's closest to that one, to May 30th.
Okay. The Salty and Petty episode?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're kind of in the June already, but okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Never mind. That's what happens when we record early.
I mean, we can drop it somewhere.
We can talk about it here, I guess. Since we don't have a Superman podcast. Not that I want one.
I was to say, what?
I don't want one unless it's Smallville. And now that Tom and freaking what's his face are doing one, it's no point in even doing a Smallville podcast anymore.
Or Lilith Hellfire, Can I talk you into one more Unlimited Justice episode? It would be episode 52.
After you and no, not after you and will do it, right?
Well, that's not till September, so.
Oh, what do you want it for? For this?
I mean, no, I was gonna. Do you want to do an episode on Power Girl special,
Okay, fine.
or just Power Girl in general?
No, we'll just cover that special. It'll be a lot to talk about.
Yes, it will.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
Exactly.
And like I said, it'll be episode 52, Lilith.
Fine. You know what that number does to me.
She knows how
Not
to push,
quite 69, but 52 is a fairly good number as well.
especially for DC or something DC.
DC fan, yeah.
I'm thinking 52G for some reason.
Jesus.
See, kids, she knows how to push my ADHD buttons, and I know how to push hers.
Yep.
52. Oh, it's DC. We gotta do it.
Oh, wait. Did you do the they're pushing Julius Schwartz out? This is the era where they started pushing good old Julius out. Right? What's his face takes over for him? Paul?
Oh, Levitz?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I think, because I know, like, Levitz, wasn't he, like, big on, like, Legion of Superheroes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they started getting there, and I know at least by the time Crisis was done, Julius Schwartz was pretty much out.
Yeah. It was a Dan DiDio type exit, the way that I understood it. He was pushed out violently.
Really?
Yeah. Allegedly.
We had been there for a while, so maybe they were just like, yeah, we need some new, fresh ideas.
Well, we're rolling into the 80s and
Bring in that young kid, Denny O'Neil.
I mean, he was still pretty young back then.
I was going to say, he's probably younger than Julius Schwartz. Like, bring in that young kid, Denny O'Neil.
I mean, when you're Perry White, everybody's Jimmy Olsen, right?
Don't call me cheap. All right. Should we get to the next issue?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see this old grab bag of bullshit.
Oh my!
Sorry, excuse my French.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the Capes and Lunatics podcast network? A big grab bag of bullshit.
Honestly, that could be our tagline.
Let's see what you get
We
those
got
calls.
something for everybody, I'll tell you that.
You ever got those?
You love episodes about fast food? We got you covered. Isn't that right?
You ever get those packs of comics where it's like they put something good on each side and then you just shove
It's just
whatever they have in the middle there? It's like, ooh, what's on the front
We've
here?
all been there.
Salty and Petty on one side. Okay, let me turn this around. Ooh, a spider
The last time I was at Ross Dress for Less, they had those.
Really?
Like in the back by like the Barbies and stuff. I just saw it and I was just like, okay. It was like $5.99. It was just nothing good. Nothing good at all.
I saw. I did see. I guess it was on Facebook, so I might have to run in there. Ollie's. I don't know if you've ever been into that store.
That's like a discount store, right?
Yeah. But I guess they must have those. Like, I don't know if it's 3 packs or 5 packs or something. But yeah, because they must. I think someone on Facebook was even saying they must like buy like comics in bulk from New Dimension Comics around here, which is one of the big chains around here.
Yeah.
They buy them by like the pallet, and then, I guess someone's like, "Oh yeah, I used to work there." They're like, "Yeah, they actually categorize them by like outer books and inner, what's the good books that go on the outside of it to entice people to buy the pack." Ooh, a Sorty and Penny on the outside. Let me see what's in the middle. Super connectivity. Okay.
Hello. It could be the other way around for some people, to be quite honest.
Hey, Noel Tate loves our Salty and Petty. Shut up.
Only when we talk about food, we have to do more food.
I know. I'm like, it's not even.
Russell, remind me to tell Russell the next time we do Transformers, we're doing a Mountain Dew taste off.
Oh, nice. Well, Thursday. Oh, I know. I was surprised Noel loved that Salty and Petty. I'm like, this isn't like political or like,
Food unites us all. I could talk about food every episode, to be quite honest.
That's true. I mean, if there's one thing every human being does.
We gotta eat. We all gotta eat, and we all gotta poop.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Speaking of poop, Detective Comics 483. May 1979. Oh, we got to do this. Batman, The Curse of Crime Alley.
Oh, but like Leslie Tompkins alert, by the way.
Oh my! In full.
She's
Aunt
not even
May,
in her good era right now, so
in full Aunt May fashion.
yes, she is in her Aunt May bag right now, bro.
Writer, that young buck, Denny O'Neil. Penciler,
I was gonna say, don't forget Dan Atkins and Adrian Roy.
yes, a penciler, Dawn Newton, thinker, Dan Atkins, and colorist Adrian Roy, letterer Todd Klein, and editor Julius. Don't call him.
Hang
Chief
on by
Schwartz.
a hair, Julius.
Julius, don't call me Chief Schwartz. On the anniversary of his parents' death, yes, Batman's flogging himself again. Batman returns to Park Row, now called Crime Alley, and meets with Leslie Tompkins, the kind, elderly woman who once comforted an orphan Bruce Wayne.
Not to be confused with Hot Leslie Tompkins from Gotham, the TV show.
Oh no! During their conversation, they notice a couple of strange men. Well, how can you tell in Gotham? Outside the Skirley Apartments, a building located in the same spot where the Waynes were murdered. Man, they fit so many buildings on that exact spot where they were murdered, you know?
Well, I mean, I think of it as Las Vegas. There is no history except for new history. Bulldoze it all down and build a sky condo. You know, that's how it goes.
I know, but then like, years later, oh yeah, that same decrepit theater still sitting here. It's like, okay.
Well, to be fair, it was the only one they were going to get. They burned that one down. No other theater's going to be building.
Yeah.
Gotham's not exactly
God.
best market anymore.
The universe effed with Bruce Wayne. It's like, oh, they knocked that down, put this tower up, then Crisis hits. It's like, oh yeah, that theater's back. It's not going anyway.
I like to think Barry did that personally, brick by brick.
The anti-monitors that F you. Batman forces.
Oh, damn it. This is a Maxi Zeus. Yeah.
Oh, I believe this is his first appearance, maybe.
Really?
If not first, one of the early ones. Yeah.
I would honestly go by Maximilian. I would not. I honestly, I was always gonna name, like, if I ever had a son, I was gonna name him Maximilian. That's an awesome name. Don't shorten it to Maxie. And of course, his middle name is gonna be Alexander, obviously, for obvious reasons. But Maximilian is a powerful name. You should never shorten it.
What was the middle name going to be?
Alexander.
Maximilian Alexander Hellfire.
That's a villain name if you ever heard one, right?
The kid better know how to fight. Batman forces.
No, he'll just know how to shoot.
Oh my!
Arrows, any projectile, really.
Batman forces the thugs to tell the truth of their intentions, so he learns that they were hired by a criminal named Maxi Zeus in order to kill a former enemy named John Logan.
Not to be confused with the other Logan.
Can you imagine if that was the origin? Wolverine would be like, yeah, Logan was your last name. Your first name's John Logan. Batman and Leslie go into the building to warn Logan about the attack. When Batman is distracted by a case of domestic violence, a lowlife takes the chance to snatch away Leslie's purse and attack her. When Batman notices the thief escaping and Leslie injured, he goes berserk and attacks the criminal, beating him to a pulp.
That's the Batman I know and love.
Here's our boy. Batman is only stopped by Leslie's pleadings, and they are soon joined by Logan, who shows true intentions of protecting Leslie. Knowing that his friend is in good hands, Batman goes looking for the rest of the henchmen hired by Zeus, and he finds them at the top of the building, ready to drop a chemical agent through the ventilation system. Because Gotham.
Good old biological warfare.
Gotham. Which would kill Logan or force him to leave the apartments where more thugs would attack him. Batman takes all of the crooks down and prevents them from spreading the gas as a heavy storm starts pouring over Crime Alley. Before the night is over, Maxi Zeus receives a note from Batman with the only word, soon. At dawn, Leslie has been taken to the Gotham General Hospital, where she is glad to see that her efforts and sacrifice can bring small changes in people such as John Logan.
Hey, I was thinking when I get back from my sabbatical, recovering from our summer of Heroes Reborn,
Yes.
you got any? Let's do some Rupert Thorne stories.
Oh, okay.
Let's dig deep. Let's be real Batman fans. You know, we don't need the Joker and Two Face and everything. We got Rupert Thorne and we got Clayface and we got Killer Croc. We got cool stuff. Cool stuff, man.
Okay, well, I think we moved their Clayface stuff to October. So how about
Yeah.
like November? We'll do like
Another jive turkey for just in time for Thanksgiving. Perfect. I love it.
I was gonna say, do you want to do Rupert
A Thorne
Thorne?
Thanksgiving. Yes, let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, we could get him. We could get some of those Englehart story that he was getting attacked by the ghost of Hugo Strange.
Yep.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
yes, I'm down. Silver St. Cloud.
F in the chat. Screw you, Kevin Smith.
I know that chin. I know, and you probably want to talk this Human Target story, don't you?
No, we don't have to.
Okay. What did you
Pick
think?
your poison.
Oh my,
Literally, pick your poison.
it sounds like Gotham. What
What
did
will
you?
it be? The Joker fish or the toxic sludge that's coming out of the faucet? Oh, they were fracking before fracking was cool, man. Lighting their freaking water on fire, bro.
Oh my God, the bottled water that comes from Gotham is actually paint thinner.
That's what they call Gotham moonshine. A date with Batgirl.
I was gonna say what? So yes, like it's just like typical story of the era. Oh, the girl gets a date.
She's out in DC doing her thing, man.
All right, as a Wonder Woman let me ask you this. For some reason, I was reading this story and I was just getting vibes of like you could just replace Batgirl with Wonder Woman and this dude with Steve Trevor, couldn't you?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
That's
especially
any
since he
female led
and he,
book right now.
especially because he was some kind of military man too.
Yeah.
So it's just
I
like,
mean, she's in DC and she's a
yeah,
congressperson. So like it's somebody who used to frequent DC a lot. I mean, you're gonna get that quote unquote analysts, consultants, aka government DoD types.
no, he wanted the consult. Have you read these briefs?
Yeah, exactly. I really did like the art though for a date.
Oh
with
yeah,
Batgirl.
yeah.
Because it's like that change of scenery from Gotham and stuff. I think that's probably why I liked it so much.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like sometimes some art in like older stories is hit or miss with me, but like these issues, I don't think any of the art was like terrible for any of these stories.
Nope.
I mean the writing on some of these, but I'm just like I don't think any of the art.
Well, they were very much about having their house art styles of the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're a really big name, you couldn't really deviate from that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that like towards like the middle of the 80s they kind of like opened up that avenue for artists to like not have to do the house style, because we got some really great like eras after that.
Mm-hmm.
But same thing with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we kind of moved away from that, but now I'm like, can we move back towards that? Because that Frank Miller cover scared me. I refuse to pay $6.99 for a book that looks like that. We need to have some control. Yeah, we got to go back to having a little bit more control over the artist. Okay, like,
look at this picture.
Your mother's a whore. You're gonna pay for it, nerd. Cough up your lunch money. I mean, for real, I think Frank Miller's just a troll at this point. And people are eating it up.
This cover's like your mother. It's ugly and you gotta pay for it.
Nice.
We
really should just start Your Mother's a Whore comics just for the hell of it, Phil.
What we're gonna do, Frank Miller? Oh my God!
It'll be
No, it'll be like this. It'll be like this show in Spider Cast. It'll be like Frank Miller 3 times a month, and then the last week of the month will be Ben.
A business back. Like, oh, we didn't forget about you, Mr. Bendis.
Oh my god! And then the Bendis episodes, you get drunk, and we call it a Bendis Bender.
Ooh. Hey, we can get Charlie in on this, and we can cover Iron Man,
Oh. His parents were nobodies.
or pull in Will. Everybody can have a Bendis Bender. You get a Bendis.
I'm telling you, we can put him on trial. Everyone has a bone to pick with him. Charlie can do the Iron Man stuff. Will can do the Avengers. I mean, I can get you at least 2 or 3 people to crap on his Moon Knight. I mean, I know. You'll take the Superman stuff. I'm just
Like, explain yourself, sir. What did Candor do to you? Explain yourself.
explain yourself. A podcast with Will Allred.
Exactly.
There's your plug. All right. Yeah, another demon story. Let's go.
Baron time? Like, how lame can you be? That's almost as bad as Doctor Doom. I'm sorry. Merlin's spellbook, no less, too. And I'm like, I think somebody owes somebody some money.
I know. Good Lord. Okay. Here's the. All right. Remember. All right. We're here for the Robin stories, kids. Why? You'll find out. All right. So, Robin Terminus.
Maximum effort. Oh, sorry, no.
Oh my. The leader of Maze has gathered the entire organization to devise the ultimate plan to eliminate Robin. But they are taken by surprise when the Teen Wonder and the New Carthage Police Department break into their headquarters and round up all of the criminals.
Wait a minute. Isn't Maze basically just mercs for money?
I mean, pretty
I feel like maybe Marvel owes DC some money.
They must have made a big thing. So I clicked on the link here. Their enemies were Robin, Batgirl, and Superman.
Didn't Elliot create them?
Elliot S. Magan and Kurt Swan, yes. Because before their first appearance was Superman 268,
Yeah,
October
that's what I
1973, and their very last appearance was this issue.
That didn't last long.
I mean, that was
Somebody
6
bring
years.
them back.
6 years.
Yeah, that's longer than some people get.
Oh damn! Superman could have taken us down, but Robin did.
I mean, he had other things to do. He was chasing Skirt. You know what I mean?
Who?
Superman.
Well, yeah.
Robin was focused. He's trying to please Bruce. You know.
I don't know. He's in college. I don't know. Oh my God, Clark Kent wasn't he already a TV reporter?
Exactly.
Getting that TV ass, yeah.
Something about a mermaid.
Oh my. Lorna Lang. Oh my. I still want that story that it's floating all over like the internet now, where someone put up there like, yeah, I want a story where like the CIA just wants to kill Clark Kent, not because they know he's Superman, but just because he's like a good reporter, and like the comedy is just all their attempts keep failing because they don't know he's Superman, and they're just like, why can't this guy die? Written by Charlie Esser. Anyway.
Oh Lord, that means it's just gonna be Superman 3 basically.
Exactly. Richard Pryor will be on every page.
Justice for Gus.
Gus Gorman is the best character. All right, so Robin and the police barge in and round up all the criminals with the help from their inside agent, the Card Queen, who is none other than Duela Dent. Despite the successful mission, there is one criminal who manages to escape, the Raven.
Not to be confused with the Crow. Or just Raven.
Exactly.
Or That's So Raven even.
The next day at Hudson University, Dick Grayson makes sure to capture the criminal as he confronts David Corby in front of Lori Elton and reveals Corby's identity as the Raven.
She just can't catch a break.
Dick Grayson's chasing some tail. Oh no, your boyfriend's a supervillain. You should be.
Yeah, you should get back with me.
Corby tries to fight back to silence Dick, but his efforts are futile as Dick defeats him, and Corby is subsequently captured by Chief McDonald.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Chief McDonald.
you got Dick slapped.
Hey, his first name is Frank. Old
What?
McDonald had a farm indeed, didn't he?
E-I-ho.
Nice.
Dick takes one last look at Lori as she realizes the terrible mistake she has made, a mistake that has caused the man that once loved her more than she ever thought possible to turn his back on her, and tears cross through her face. Dick's bravery is cheered by the many
I
students.
think ChatGPT's filling in the synopsises now.
I think so. The woman who had a boyfriend no longer has a boyfriend.
Word count.
Exactly. Who witnessed, but he pays no attention to them, and he walks alone away from the sunset, his own man at last. Yes.
Babes, not even for another couple decades. Sorry to be the one to tell you, babe.
What?
It's not gonna be his own man for a couple more decades.
No. Not until he's with it. He won't be his own man until he's with a group.
Exactly. Even then. Still kind of in the shadow.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if I saw this story unless it wasn't on the app. Bruce Wayne, Gotham.
The Great Kangaroo Race? Oh, I would figure that wouldn't be on there.
Oh my god, I might have to cover this issue with Kristen.
Yes, please do. Oh my god, please do.
There's kangaroos and Dick Grayson, and we might have to add this to the list.
Yeah, save that for Kristen and Nightwing news for sure. It's cute. The art is super cute.
Yes. What else? But we have our excuse. Dick Grayson's in this issue. But yes, that's the story about him in Crime Alley. Yes, this is the 40th anniversary issue of Detective Comics.
Wow. We're halfway there, kids. We're halfway there.
I know, kids. In 1979, and it's for the 40th anniversary already.
Not saying better than Spider-Man, just longer than Spider-Man. And he has the most stories written about him, so... Yeah.
Batman, the most written about character in fiction.
Crazy.
It
used to be Sherlock Holmes. Now it's him.
I mean, Sherlock Holmes didn't have stories being printed about him every month. Multiple stories printed about him every month.
Well, he did for a while, but it stopped. It stopped.
Not for 80 years, too.
But you know how many versions of Sherlock Holmes there are? Like, just TV shows alone? Like,
How many versions of Batman are?
Exactly. And that's a recent explosion, too. So
Some who laugh, some who don't.
Some who pretend to be. Dark Metal Knights? What? Flashpoints and whatnot.
Some who swing their dongs in the shadows.
Now, the more I see that Flash trailer, the more I get concerned. I'm like, oh, it's getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
That's what I
the
said.
Time Remnant?
That's what I said. It's bad enough. I mean, as if this wasn't going to be a train wreck enough, we have two Ezra Millers. So
like that. One was more than enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this movie's gonna suck, and I can't wait to rip it apart. I told you, even if it's good, I'm ripping it apart. I don't care.
I just hate it because, like, I love the character of the Flash, and it's like people are gonna,
yeah,
and people are just gonna be like, "Oh, the Flash sucks."
And we don't even have the TV show to rinse our mouths out with anymore. I think
No.
they did that on purpose. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna wait for the TV show finale."
By the time, once they got here, they're like, "Yeah, we're just gonna wait a couple more months." Jeez.
Well, can't wait to talk about that on Unlimited Justice.
Yes. Oh, did you? Oh, well, no. We'll talk about that on Unlimited Justice. Never mind. There's some merch I saw.
Cool beans.
I was gonna say, is there any Bat books you wanted to talk about this
Yeah,
week?
if you want to talk about some books, let's talk about some books, man.
Yeah, so like I was decent. Well, Nightwing was out. That's always good. Oh, do you see Nightwing's nominated for a bunch of Eisner Awards again?
As it should be.
Mm-hmm. Great writing, great art.
Let's see.
Tim Drake Robin was out.
Oh, you
I
can
love how
finally get Batman Urban Legends Volume 5 and trade.
Ew.
Oh, and the new Pride New Generation hardcover's out. I actually ordered that. It's not here yet though.
Did I see there's another Pride special? Is it coming out soon? Might be next.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's next week but yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be right on time for actual Pride Month. I think this one was last year's or something.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't see what stories were in there. I don't know if there's any bad stories, but yeah,
there's always going to be for some reason there's going to be a Dick Grayson story in the Pride book. I don't know what that means, but like they love to put him on the cover of those Prides. They do. I don't know what that's about. I mean, he's an ally, sure, but like Tim literally is LGBTQIA, so
exactly. Maybe it's just
surprised
like
Batgirl isn't bi by now. Like
oh my,
all the other females in the DC universe, basically.
Slow down. We need this for drops. Well, of course, I'm sure Harley and Ivy will be in there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Icons, legends.
But maybe Dick Grayson is. Maybe Dick Grayson is in there.
He's got the butt.
It's like no matter how you identify, everyone admires.
We all love the butt. Yeah, exactly.
Trying to remember. I didn't bring my books out. Harley was out. Harley was okay, but it's just like
she gets a number 30 though. Like that's a little sus.
I know. Well, it's kind of weird because I don't know if like teenies like trying to give Harley like actual superpowers because it's like I don't know, like almost like a fourth wall breaking thing because she stole like some magic thing from Captain Carrot. And then like his world got destroyed. Yeah, so it's kind of going off the rails.
Well, and you know what though? To be fair, that I want that more from a Harley Quinn book than her trying to be like an actual hero and like getting in the way of Batman.
Well, yeah.
So like her being out in her own La La Land, and I think maybe Teeny might have been inspired by the movie, the Suicide Squad movie by James Gunn, right? Where she's having those like highly visual, fantastical like mental breaks.
Yeah,
is the way that I saw it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I like exploring this side as long as she stays away from like the actual crime fighting, like this, because we need to get Harley back to a place where she realizes what's going on.
Yes.
She's kind of been out of it and delusional for a while. So yes. I think maybe at the end of this whole thing, like she's building it up, giving us great imagery and fun for her to have a hard time falling back down to earth. You know what I mean? I think that's where it's going from everything that I've read so far on the run.
And then did you see the link I sent you today about the next big bat event? Yes, kids. We're gonna
Why on earth would they do this?
Gotham War is coming, kids. Yes, Gotham War. And who's
another war? They haven't learned their lesson, huh?
It's basically
we had the Robin War, we had the Joker War, now we have this war.
Gotham War, and it's basically a war of the sexes, kids, because it's gonna be Batman on one side and Catwoman on the other side.
Well, we all know Catwoman's gonna win, then, don't we?
Well, why do you say that? Batman's not gonna go down
on her.
Hey, oh.
Gordon, on the
other hand, he'll go down on his lady. His lady is Gotham.
Exactly. That filthy whore.
Oh my!
If Gotham ain't a filthy whore, I don't know what is. That's all I'm saying.
So yes, kids, they're gonna milk this because yes, Batman, Catwoman.
We might actually get Gotham sirens then.
Batman, Cat.
Ooh, what if they remember to bring Black Canary back?
Oh, nice.
She can technically, in canon, kick Batman's ass. I'm just saying, it's canon. So maybe they didn't forget about that.
He might like it. Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War will run through each character's ongoing series as well as one-shots and miniseries, and will spin out of Night Terror's Batman #2. Whatever
that means.
Well, there's basically a Night Terror.
No, I know. I'm just being facetious.
But they don't even mention the one-shots in the miniseries. So I wonder if every bad character is going to get like a one-shot or a mini.
They're like, hey, Tim, you get one book. You get a one-shot.
Yeah, Tim, you get one. You get like
the Batgirls get one. If that book is even still around, I don't think it is.
Jason, you might get 2 or 3. Dick Grayson's going to get the full 4. Hell.
Ugh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of course.
It was actually a pretty good week for DC not being so Batman heavy. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think that's what I love this month the most.
there's
Green Arrow
there's been
number
a
2
couple
came
weeks
out.
here. We haven't got a ton of bat books.
Well, that's because they're revving up for that miniseries. Like, let's let the nerds save up their money. This one's gonna be a lot. I
Yes.
feel like that's what they do sometimes, honestly.
Oh yeah. But it looks like this thing is going to start. Might start at the end of August and then run through like September and October, kids. So
How are we feeling about Tim Drake Robin number 9?
I mean, it was all right. I mean, the art's definitely gotten better now that they've announced they're canceling it. The art's got better, so I don't know what the point of that was.
So they can launch a new number 1.
Maybe.
You know, honestly, you know how there was like the Batgirls book? I would prefer just a Robin's book where it's Tim, it's Jason, it's
Yeah,
Damien, it's
because
I
that's
don't
what
know. I don't know why they
I,
don't do that.
I think we've said that before, and like that's what we even said on the Green Lantern side, where it's like, why don't you just do an anthology book where you can do different Green Lanterns all the time? It's like if you don't think one of these characters can hold their own book, why don't you do something like this where you can put multiple characters of a franchise in a book or rotate them or something?
Or just, or just cancel it altogether and give me Urban Legends back. I don't care.
I mean, again, I think Brave Batman, the Brave and the Bold is basically urban legends, but
Yeah, I know. It's a
but again,
change.
it's like I love Superman, but why was Superman in that book? Give us some more Robin
They had
stories
to
or
give us
Batgirl
some good
stories,
Superman somewhere.
I
Like,
guess.
hey, a good Superman story exists somewhere. It's up to you to find it.
I mean, the Superman comics aren't bad right now. I think they're rebuilding the brand.
Yeah, they're trying desperately, and
They're
I don't
just
know if they're really winning, but
the brand basically started in the hole. They're basically crawling back out.
yeah, maybe they'll get it together by 1100. I don't know. What was that new one by Greg Pak I saw? It was like City Boy or something, and it's in the Wildstorm universe. I haven't read it yet. I guess it came out
Oh,
of like
okay,
Lazarus
yeah.
Planet or whatever.
I think it was what was it? Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 new characters. All of like Asian
Yeah,
Pacific Islander, all
It-
that.
yeah. This one happens to be. I think he was. Let me make sure. Yeah, he's Korean.
Yeah, and I think he showed up like once or twice before. It might have been like an urban legend story. I think like it was he can it was I think it was a Dick Grayson story, but yeah. But yeah, he made like a quick appearance or 2 in Urban
Yeah,
Legends. I
I'm
think.
thinking if
Yeah,
you like Radiant Black or anything in that vein, you're probably gonna like that. I feel like that's where that one's going.
yeah. Oh, you did read? Did you actually read this? You actually read City Boy?
Yeah, I read it a while ago, so I'm struggling to remember
Yeah,
everything together. But yeah,
yeah. I was trying to remember because there wasn't a story in Urban Legends, but like it was only a few pages, so it really didn't get like really deep into the character. So
I don't know how I feel. Like I get like it's Asian Pacific Islander month. But like you don't have to wait for it to be that month. You can just do it.
I know.
Then it wouldn't feel so cash grabby and gross. But like, shout out to Greg Pak. Good job on that one.
I mean, as a person of color, how do you feel about that? Where they're just like, oh, well, hey, it's Black History Month. Let's have black
Well,
hair.
I'm
Oh,
sure like how the gays feel about it. Like every time it's Pride Month, all the rainbows come out. Where are you the rest of the year? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
I feel.
Because June is
I mean,
Pride Month,
it's
right?
nice that you're doing it, but like you literally don't have to wait for any time special. Just do it.
Yeah.
You'll actually end up getting more praise doing it because it's not within that specific time where everybody expects you to show your awareness and your support.
I think I don't know if they use those as like the time of the year as an excuse to do and then hope the character catches on. But it's like,
No, then they totally abandoned it. Like I said, look what happened to poor
yeah,
Tim Drake.
yeah, but
They said, "Oh, he's out," and then
yeah,
they didn't even.
but it's not always their fault too. It's like, kids, if you want a character who's like you have to support it with your money. I mean, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
but they also has to be well written.
well,
I'm not
that
just
too.
gonna look.
That
Listen, I put up with a lot of bad Luke Cage stories. I'm
too.
just saying, back in the day, those stories were terrible. But then he got amazing. You know what I mean? Same thing with Black Lightning. He was a joke for a while, and then they took it out of Tony Isabella's hands, and he got so much better.
We'll get like that.
And then we've always said, and I will always say that that's the thing about Jon Stewart. He's always been written well. up until very recently.
Yeah. Well, again, I said, I mean, I think
Storm has always been well written. So the characters of color that are written well, they've endured, right? And they have their fan base and things like that. So when you do that, it just feels like, oh, this is a cash grab, and they probably didn't put that much effort into it. Look at poor Yara Flor, right? Nobody's really a Yara Flor fan, right?
I mean that TV show got killed before it started, so I guess not.
The book too, but and instead of exploring Yara Flor, we're giving Wonder Woman a daughter, right? So it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it might
that's
be
kind of my whole point. It's like, if you do it out of love and care and not just for the cash grabby gimmick of it, you'll find a better fan base. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, and again, like you mentioned, like those early Luke Cage stories. I mean, that was a bunch of old white men trying to,
Yeah, talking jive. It felt like an airplane parody. It's same thing with I'm sure same thing with Shang-Chi. Like, oh my god, like, yeah, nobody should really be asking an old boy from a from the Shang-Chi movie to be signing those. Those things are terribly racist and dated. I get it.
Yeah. Well, that's a key.
I mean, it wasn't even them trying. That was them making fun of Asian culture, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you are a Bruce Lee fan, then you know what that's about, right? It's exploitation. It's the whole thing. So I totally get that. So it's like, ooh.
Well, I think they based them off those exploitation films.
Exactly,
too,
where
so.
it's like, yeah. So, yeah, I have a whole feeling on those things. So it's just like, yeah, he's there, but why? That's all.
Should we do a Salty and Petty episode on that? Like, oh, the most racist comics or whatever.
I mean, and like I said, it was a time where that was okay. Where people's voices they didn't really care about because it's not the internet, right?
Yeah.
You get a letter, you ain't got to publish it, right? So, I don't know if everybody knows this, but like, Bruce Lee's kids had to say they were Mexican for a while because their parents told them, if anybody asks you, tell them you're Mexican.
Wow.
Because of a lot of the Asian hate back in the day at that time. So, especially specifically, where he was from. So we've always had tension. It's a whole thing. So I always find it kind of weird and icky when certain things were written and why. So.
And I mean, and not to bring up a sore subject, but I mean, I Am Batman pretty much disappeared after that book was done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a shame because, I mean, like I said, John Ridley was doing, when he was writing Black Panther, that was great. So I don't know what happened over here.
Editorial mandates, like I said, I think he is a fantastic writer. Even the stuff that he wrote, that Miles What If, where it obviously was a cash grab, right? And the Thor one got a whole bunch of backlash. That one didn't really get backlash, but it was good. And like the other stuff that he's written at Marvel and his independent stuff and all the other like books and other stuff that he's done, I'm a huge fan. And so I was just like, okay, I'm willing to give it a chance, and I stuck it out all the way, right? And I kept giving it the benefit of the doubt to the very end, and it's just clearly it was editorial, and it was just not fair to him.
Oh yeah, someone who read that book and Black Panther, I was like, yes, there has to be.
It was tonal. It was whiplash. I'm like, I think it was like maybe even a ghostwriter, and they were just like, can we just put your name on it at that point? That's what it felt like. Like, I didn't really recognize a lot of the Ridley-isms of it that he's kind of like known for. So it's a whole thing about that.
Maybe he was busy. They just had an intern write it under his name.
I don't know, and I'm not trying to insult him. Like I said, there were some good ideas, but like the execution and things that they could do, and it just wasn't Batman enough. And it's just like, just to say you had a black Batman, I don't know. I don't know what that whole deal was with DC.
Yeah. Well, again, I think it was DC all along where like we have to create like a new Fox brother. It's like you already had like.
You had Duke. First of all, they had Duke, and they've never fulfilled the promise of Duke, right? So they just don't understand. And you
had Luke already, and it's like you could have made it. You already had. You wanted to keep it in that family. You already had a Fox brother there who could be Batman,
and one that was on TV at the time.
Yes,
that was the crazy thing. It's like, babes, where's your synergy? Where's your corporate synergy?
Exactly.
But DC's in a mess right now. They're doing the best they can. That Max app looks so bad right now, man. Have you seen it? If you look
Yeah.
on YouTube, yeah, it's like
Yeah, I did.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna hold on to it as long as I'm gonna hold on to my HBO Max as long as I can. Ain't gonna go upgrading or updating anytime soon.
it was so funny. Like the day it went, it came out. I saw so many people on Twitter, a little like, my age, your age. You're like, huh, I just see Max. All I think is Cinemax. They're like, they better have softcore porn on there.
Exactly. Now, oh my God, if they did that, I'd be like, yes, bravo. Talk about nostalgia, baby.
Oh, come on.
Now you can stream it straight to the TV. You don't gotta fuss with the antenna. Just saying. Like softcore porn is softcore porn, but at least it looks nice. You can get something going, something started. You might not be able to finish it, but you can get it started.
Whoa. All the humping, none of the genitals.
Exactly. Softcore porn has no place in 2023.
I mean, seriously. And again, I mean, did you see that whole everyone was talking about Martha Stewart being on the cover of the was that Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue or something?
I just can't get over that commercial that I accidentally saw where she's getting a tattoo of Snoop Dogg. I'm like, what is going on with Martha Stewart right now?
I know. Like, were they trying to make her like a thing? I'm like, she's 8. I think I heard that she's like 81 or something.
She
like,
is. And she looks good for her age.
I
The
mean-
marijuana and the wine will do it for you every time. I should know.
And she probably
But-
has fun too. Yeah. When you got that
know.
much money, you're always gonna look.
Well, that's not true. Look at
Oh,
Arnold
no.
Schwarzenegger, but
Well, if you who? What?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he does
Oh.
not look good for his age, and he's got a whole new TV show.
Well, a lot of steroids.
Touche, good sir. But no, like yeah, I think they're finally getting the picture with Batman.
Yeah.
They have to. I think they're obligated to do like at least three events for Batman every year, if I remember right. So
Well, again, it's the cash cow right now, so.
yeah, and I think they only are obligated to do one event for Superman every year. So that just tells you the schedule that they're on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the day when I can actually be excited about like a new Detective Comics issue or something that's actually in canon.
And again, yeah, kids, if you're fans of Batman, buy Detective Comics too. I mean, again, I'm not going to force you to buy a story that you don't like, but it's like, if you think, give it a try. If it's decent, give it a chance.
Or just read Catwoman. I think that's Catwoman and Nightwing are like the best Bat books, with the Poison Ivy following closely behind. So those are like my top 3 Bat family books, to be quite honest. In that order.
Nightwing, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy. That's a trinity I can get behind.
Literally.
Hey-oh. Oh my. All right. All right, kids. So next time, no more
No more
Jokers.
daddies. No more daddy issues.
There is that there. Well, we're gonna do the daddy of them all, Flashpoint Batman.
No more Duela Dent daddy issues. I meant. Oh, that was a mouthful.
Hey-oh. So we're gonna do some daddy issues, and it's Flashpoint, so to tie into a little movie that'll be coming out.
Wait. Do the Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
That's what she said.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Like such a waste.
Pig, let me in.
That's what they should.
That's who they should have had in Flashpoint.
Oh my god! I mean, I love Michael Keaton. You know what? No. You say Jeffrey Dean Morgan when you do a whole Flashpoint Batman movie.
Yes. Well, we're gonna be very. I mean, we just started a new universe. We got at least 10 years for that to happen.
Although I heard there's a bunch of cameos in this movie, so I mean, who knows? I mean, so there's no Jeffrey Dean Morgan Batman.
Not that I've heard. I would be pleasantly surprised, but I don't want a cameo. Like I want a full length, like.
I mean,
Batman, Flashpoint Batman.
I heard about a Superman or 2 cameo. certain Supermen or people who are supposed to be Supermen showing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Considering they didn't give us a blonde Supergirl, they got to do something.
Jeez.
Just saying. It's no
Please.
shade. I'm just saying.
Look where we started. Ezra Miller. Come on.
Oh, so far. Like, I'm like, Max Mercury, maybe. At best. We'll get there. We'll roast that movie. Look forward to it, kids.
Yep. All right. So yes, kids. Next week, Flashpoint Batman Night of Vengeance 1 through 3, and then it'll be the end of the month again. So in 2 weeks, Justin's back to talk Batman Shadow of the Bat 24, Detective Comics Annual 6, and Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Annual 3. That's right. Those are Bloodlines annuals, kids.
Yep. Justin out here doing the Lord's work. Gotta get him a Rick Cosnet basket one of these days.
Oh, he wants a cosmic basket, if you know what I mean. All right. And kids. Oh, come on, Lilith. I got you. In July, we're going to do some more Huntress.
Yay!
All right. So stay tuned, kids.
Talk about things that tickle your balls.
Hey, so send us all your thoughts on all those stories.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Or write to us. Let us know when it comes out or what you thought of Michael Keaton in that movie.
Because, he's Batman.
Yeah. He's going to be holding that whole thing up on his back, kids. All right. So, yes, email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Please subscribe. Lilith goes nuts over there. So find everything at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. All right, Flashpoint. Speaking of breaking the timeline, Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you?
I'm an old lady, so friend me on Facebook. It's the only social media I have right now.
Get off her lawn and get on her Facebook.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. That's a mouthful. It's so salty. Spread it.
Again, kids, it's Gotham.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises. It's all rape and murder. Okay?
We're like guns and biological warfare weapons.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
They
Ooh, that
just
sure
couldn't
was close. I didn't get manhandled.
They just couldn't make Bruce a cook.
Oh my.
I can't say it with enough alt-right vitriol. I'm sorry.
A cuck.
A cook.
Good for that release.
Oh my.
You know why? Because your mother's a whore.
No one said Frank Miller. All right.
Your mother's a whore.
I just said it. Hey, thank you for joining us, kids. If you don't like anything in this episode,
Our whole family can suck it.
I love Batman.
what?
Fill up.
What?
I mean, it's true, but still.
But your words, not mine. Kids, I don't want your whole family to suck it. Lilith does. All right, kids. Thanks for joining us again. Next time, Flashpoint Batman, Night of Vengeance, 1 through 3.
No, that's gonna be a mouthful. Make sure you have your raspberry tea ready, Phil.
Make sure you have your IV of medicine ready.
Jameson.
He's a menace, I tell you. Oh. Moon Knight thing never. All right, kids.
You got red Batman, white Batman, green Batman.
Yes, he's the archetype. All right, kids. But until next time, join us same bat time.
Same bat channel.
Clear
the night. Hey, Batman podcast, and don't you freaking forget it.
These 70s episodes had sideburns. That's all 70s they were. Good night.